Welcome to my channel. You may know hundreds of English words, but when it is time to speak, your mind becomes empty. Why does this happen? It is not because your English is bad. It is because you do not use English enough. Your mouth is waiting for practice, not more grammar rules. In this video, you will learn how to make English a natural part of your daily life, even when nobody is around you. Keep watching until the end, because in the last chapter, I will give you a simple daily speaking challenge that can completely change your English. Chapter 1. Stop waiting and start speaking. You may have studied English for months. Maybe you have studied it for many years. You know grammar rules. You know many words. You watch English lessons. You read English books. You understand simple English when another person speaks slowly. But when someone asks you a question in English, something strange happens. Your mind becomes empty. Your heart starts beating faster. You know the answer, but the words do not come out. Then you say, "My English is not good enough. I need to study more." So you return to your books. You learn more grammar. You write more vocabulary. You watch more videos. But after some time, the same problem happens again. You still cannot speak easily. Listen carefully, because this truth can change your English journey. Your biggest problem may not be a lack of knowledge. Your biggest problem may be a lack of speaking. You are not silent because you know nothing. You are silent because you have trained yourself to study English, but you have not trained yourself to use English. Many learners believe speaking is the final step of learning English. They think, first, I will learn all the grammar. Then, I will learn thousands of words. After that, I will improve my pronunciation. Finally, when my English is perfect, I will start speaking. But this day never comes. There is always another grammar rule to learn. There are always more words to remember. There is always another pronunciation problem to fix. If you wait until you feel completely ready, you may wait forever. Speaking is not the final step of learning English. Speaking is part of learning English. You do not become a good speaker before you speak. You become a good speaker because you speak. You do not receive confidence first and then take action. You take action first, and confidence slowly grows inside you. This is how real improvement happens. Think about a child learning to walk. The child does not read a book about walking. The child does not wait until the legs are perfect. The child stands up, loses balance, falls down, and tries again. Nobody laughs at the child. Nobody says, "You made a mistake. Stop walking." Everyone knows that falling is part of learning. English speaking works in the same way. Your first sentences may be weak. You may stop in the middle. You may use the wrong word. You may forget the correct tense. That does not mean you are failing. It means you are learning. Every mistake is like one small fall. Stand up and speak again. The learner who makes mistakes while speaking is moving forward. The learner who stays silent may feel safe, but that learner stays in the same place. Reading English trains your eyes. Listening to English trains your ears. Writing English trains your hand and your sentence-building skills. But speaking trains your mouth, tongue, memory, and brain to work together quickly. When you speak, your brain must choose a word, build a sentence, control pronunciation, and express an idea at the same time. This is a special skill. You cannot develop it by only listening. Imagine that you want strong arms, but you only watch videos about exercise. You understand every exercise, but you never lift anything. Will your arms become strong? No. In the same way, you can understand many English lessons, but your speaking will remain weak if you do not use your voice. Your mouth needs training. Your tongue needs repetition. Your brain needs real speaking practice. You must stop treating English like a school subject that only lives inside a book. English is a living language. It must come out of your mouth. You may say, "But I do not know what to talk about." That is not a real problem. You do not need a difficult topic. You do not need to talk about business, science, politics, or world history. Start with the things around you. Look at your room and speak about what you see. Say, "I am sitting on a chair. My phone is on the table. The window is open. The room is quiet. I can hear a car outside. I am watching an English video. I want to improve my speaking." These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. Do not disrespect simple English. Simple English is the foundation of fluent English. A house cannot stand without a strong foundation. In the same way, long and beautiful sentences cannot come easily if you are unable to speak short sentences with confidence. Start using the speak what you see method every day. When you wake up, say, "I am awake. I feel a little tired. I need to get out of bed. I will wash my face." When you make tea, say, "I am boiling water. I need a cup. The tea is hot. I will add some milk." When you leave your house, say, "The weather is warm. Many people are walking. A bus is coming. I need to cross the road carefully." You are already doing these things every day. Now connect English with them. Do not wait for a special time. Do not wait for a teacher. Do not wait for a speaking partner. Your daily life is full of speaking topics. Every room, every object, every action, and every feeling can become an English lesson. Here is another powerful exercise. It is called 1 minute without stopping. Choose one easy topic, such as your family, your room, your morning, your favorite food, your work, or your plans for tomorrow. Set a timer for 1 minute and start speaking. Your goal is not to speak perfectly. Your goal is to continue. You may say, "Today I want to talk about my morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock. I was tired, so I stayed in bed for 5 more minutes. Then I got up. I washed my face. I made breakfast. I ate an egg and drank tea." Maybe you will make mistakes. Continue speaking. Maybe you will repeat the same word. Continue speaking. Maybe you will pause for a few seconds. Take a breath and continue. You are teaching your brain not to run away when speaking becomes difficult. Sometimes you will forget a word. Do not become silent immediately. Explain the word with easier English. Suppose you forget the word umbrella. You can say, "It is the thing we use when it rains." If you forget the word refrigerator, you can say, "It is the cold place where we keep food." If you forget the word pharmacy, you can say, "It is the shop where we buy medicine." This is a very important speaking skill. Fluent speakers do not always know every word. Sometimes they also explain ideas in another way. Communication is not about showing difficult vocabulary. Communication is about helping another person understand you. When you explain a missing word, you do not fail. You prove that you can control the conversation. You must also stop worshiping perfect grammar. Grammar is useful, but fear of grammar can destroy your speaking. Some learners build a sentence in their first language, translate every word, check the tense, check the preposition, check the word order, and then try to speak. By that time, the conversation has already moved forward. Speak with the English you have now. Instead of trying to create one perfect and difficult sentence, Use 2 or 3 short sentences. Do not say, although I was feeling extremely tired because I had completed many difficult tasks, I decided to continue studying. You can say, I was very tired. I did many difficult tasks, but I continued studying. The meaning is clear. The sentence is easy to speak. Simple English gives you speed. Speed gives you confidence. Confidence helps you speak more. Your pronunciation also does not need to be perfect before you begin. Your goal is not to copy another person's voice. Your goal is to speak clearly enough to be understood. Everyone has an accent. An accent is not a crime. It is not a reason to hide your voice. Focus on speaking slowly, opening your mouth clearly, and saying the important sounds carefully. Listen to one short sentence, pause the audio, and repeat it aloud. Repeat it 3 or 4 times. Do not only repeat it inside your mind. Your mind may understand the sentence, but your mouth needs physical practice. Your tongue must learn the movement. Your ears must hear your own voice. This is how pronunciation improves. Now ask yourself an honest question. How many times have you remained silent because you were afraid of making a mistake? Maybe you wanted to answer a teacher, but you stayed quiet. Maybe you wanted to speak to someone online, but you closed the app. Maybe you knew a simple sentence, but you used your first language because it felt safer. Every time you obey fear, fear becomes stronger. Fear learns that it can control you, but every time you speak, even with a shaking voice, courage becomes stronger. Courage does not mean you feel no fear. Courage means you speak even when fear is present. One brave sentence today can become a full conversation tomorrow. Do not compare your beginning with another person's advanced level. You may hear someone speaking quickly and think, I will never speak like that. But you do not know how many mistakes that person made. You do not know how many hours that person practiced. You only see the result. You do not see the struggle. Your job is not to become perfect today. Your job is to become slightly better than yesterday. Speak 5 sentences today. Speak 10 tomorrow. Speak for 1 minute this week. Speak for 2 minutes next week. Small progress may feel slow, but small progress repeated every day becomes a powerful change. From this moment, stop saying, I will speak English when I am ready. Say, speaking English will make me ready. Stop waiting for confidence. Create confidence through action. Stop hiding behind grammar books. Use the words you already know. Look around you. Describe your world. Ask yourself questions. Give simple answers. Record your voice. Repeat useful sentences. Make mistakes and continue. Your first sentences may sound broken. Your voice may feel uncomfortable. Your mind may become slow. That is normal. Do not stop. Your English voice is not weak. It is only untrained. Train it every day. Speak when you are alone. Speak when you are walking. Speak while you are cooking. Speak before you sleep. Do not allow one full day to pass without using your English voice. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. Every sentence is practice. Every mistake is a lesson. Every attempt is progress. You do not need permission to begin. You do not need perfect English. You only need courage for the next sentence. But perhaps you are thinking, I understand this, but nobody around me speaks English. How can I practice every day without a partner? This is exactly what we will solve in the next chapter. You will learn how to create your own English-speaking world, use self-talk naturally, and turn your normal daily routine into powerful speaking practice. Chapter 2. Create your English-speaking world. In the last chapter, you learned one important truth. You do not become ready first and then start speaking. You start speaking, and that practice slowly makes you ready. But now another problem may enter your mind. You may say, I want to speak English, but nobody around me speaks English. My family speaks my first language. My friends do not practice English. I do not have a teacher with me all day. How can I always talk in English? This question stops many learners. They wait for the perfect speaking partner. They wait for someone who has free time, understands their level, corrects their mistakes, and never judges them. But while they are waiting, days, months, and sometimes years pass. Here is the truth you must understand today. A speaking partner can help you, but you do not need another person to begin. You can build your own English-speaking world anywhere. Your home can become your classroom. Your phone can become your practice tool. Your daily routine can become your lesson. And the best part is this: you can start today with the life you already have. The first powerful method is called English self-talk. Self-talk means speaking to yourself aloud in English. Some learners think this sounds strange. They say, "Why should I talk to myself?" But you already talk to yourself inside your mind every day. You think about your plans. You remember problems. You ask yourself questions. You make decisions. You worry about tomorrow. You repeat old conversations. Your mind is already talking. Now you must slowly teach it to use English. You do not need to make long speeches. You only need to connect simple English sentences with your daily actions. When you wake up, say, "It is morning. I need to get up. I feel sleepy, but I cannot stay in bed. Today I will practice English." When you stand in front of the mirror, say, "I am washing my face. The water is cold. I need a towel. I am getting ready for the day." These sentences may look very easy, but do not ignore their power. You are training your brain to connect English directly with real life. While you are making breakfast, speak about each action. Say, "I am opening the cupboard. I need a plate. I am making an egg. The pan is hot. I need to be careful. Now, I will make tea." When you are cleaning your room, say, "My room is messy. These clothes are on the bed. I will put them in the cupboard. I need to clean the table. There is dust near the window." When you leave your house, say, "I am going outside. The road is busy. A man is waiting for a bus. 2 children are walking to school. The weather feels warm today." You are not only practicing vocabulary, you are practicing sentence order, verbs, pronunciation, speed, and confidence at the same time. One normal activity can teach you more than a page of isolated words because the words are connected to something real. Many learners know the word cook, but they never say, "I am cooking." They know the word window, but they never say, "The window is open." They know the word tired, but they never say, "I feel tired today." This is why their vocabulary stays passive. Passive vocabulary means words you can understand but cannot use quickly. Speaking turns passive words into active words. When you use a word in your own sentence, it becomes easier to remember. When you repeat that sentence during a real activity, the word becomes even stronger. This is why self-talk is not a childish exercise. It is one of the fastest ways to bring English out of your memory and into your mouth. The second method is called ask and answer yourself. Real conversations are often made of questions and answers. Someone asks, "What did you do today?" You answer. Someone asks, "What are your plans?" You answer. Someone asks, "Why do you want to learn English?" You answer. If you practice answering questions alone, your mind will become faster during real conversations. Start with simple questions. Ask aloud, "What am I doing?" Then answer, "I am watching a video." Ask, "How do I feel?" Answer, "I feel calm, but a little tired." Ask, "What will I do after this?" Answer, "I will practice speaking for 10 minutes." Ask, "What did I eat this morning?" Answer, "I ate an egg and drank tea." Do not only answer with one word. Build a short answer with 2 or 3 sentences. Ask, "How was my day?" Instead of saying only "good," say, "My day was busy. I had a lot of work, but I finished the most important task." Ask, "What is my favorite food?" Say, "My favorite food is rice with chicken. I like it because it is tasty and filling. My family often eats it together." This practice teaches you to develop an idea. It also helps you move from very short answers to natural conversation. A real conversation cannot continue if every answer is only yes, no, good, or fine. You must learn to add one more sentence. That extra sentence keeps the conversation alive. Here is a useful rule. Whenever you answer a question, try to add a reason, an example, or a small detail. If you say, "I like mornings," add, "because my mind feels fresh." If you say, "I am learning English," add, "because I want to speak with more confidence." If you say, "I was tired yesterday," add, "because I worked for many hours." This simple habit will make your answers richer without making them difficult. You do not need advanced grammar. You only need a clear idea and a few easy words. The third method is to create an English-only time every day. Many learners make the mistake of saying, "I will speak English whenever I have time," but they never find that time. Their day becomes busy, and English practice is pushed to tomorrow. Instead, choose a fixed time. Start with 10 minutes. During those 10 minutes, you must use only English. You can do this after waking up, during a walk, while preparing food, before sleeping, or while sitting alone in your room. The time is not important. The habit is important. When your English time begins, do not use your first language unless it is truly necessary. Describe your actions. Ask yourself questions. Talk about your plans. Retell something that happened. 10 focused minutes every day are more powerful than one long practice session that happens only once a month. You can also create an English-only place. It can be one chair, one corner of your room, your study table, your balcony, or a certain part of your daily walk. Make a rule. Whenever I sit here, I will speak English. Your brain will slowly connect that place with English practice. At first, you may feel uncomfortable. After some days, the habit will become easier. When you enter that place, your mind will begin to search for English automatically. This is how habits work. A certain time, place, or action can become a signal for your brain. Your phone can also become a powerful speaking coach. Most people use their phone for entertainment, but you can use it to build fluency. Open the voice recorder and speak for 1 minute about your day. Say, "Today I woke up late. I missed my usual morning routine. I felt rushed, but I completed my work." Do not stop the recording every time you make a mistake. Complete the full minute first. Then, listen once. Do not insult yourself. Do not say, "My voice is terrible. My English is bad." Listen like a teacher. Notice only one or two things. Maybe you pause too much. Maybe one word is unclear. Maybe your sentences are too short. Choose one small problem and record the message again. Your second recording will often sound better than the first one. This gives you something very important: proof of progress. Many learners feel they are not improving because they cannot remember how they sounded 1 month ago. Voice recordings show the truth. Save one recording every week. After 1 month, listen to the first and the last recording. You may hear clearer words, longer sentences, fewer pauses, and more confidence. That improvement will motivate you to continue. You can also use your phone camera and speak as if you are talking to an audience. Look into the camera and say, "Hello, today I want to talk about my favorite place." Then continue for 1 or 2 minutes. This exercise helps you become comfortable when someone is looking at you. At first, you may not like seeing your face or hearing your voice. That feeling is normal. Do not run away from it. The goal is not to become a perfect presenter. The goal is to become comfortable with your own English voice. Another powerful method is to retell what you watch or read. After watching a short video, pause it and explain what happened. Use your own simple words. You may say, "The video was about a man who wanted to improve his life. He started waking up early. At first, it was difficult, but he continued." After reading a short story, close the book and tell the story aloud. You do not need to remember every detail. Speak about the main idea. Retelling teaches your brain to organize information, remember useful words, and create connected sentences. You can also speak about pictures. Open a photo on your phone and describe it. Say what you see, where the people are, what they are doing, how they may feel, and what may happen next. For example, I can see a family in a park. The parents are sitting on the grass. 2 children are playing with a ball. The weather is sunny. They look happy. Maybe they are having a picnic. One picture can give you many sentences. It can also help you practice present actions, descriptions, feelings, and imagination. Do not make your practice too difficult. Some learners choose a complex topic and then become frustrated because they do not know enough words. Start with your own life. You already know your routine, family, work, food, goals, problems, and plans. These topics are easier because the ideas are already inside your mind. Your job is only to express them in English. Talk about what you did yesterday. Talk about what you are doing now. Talk about what you will do tomorrow. With these 3 simple areas, you can practice past, present, and future English naturally. You must also learn to repeat useful sentence patterns. Fluency does not come from creating every sentence from zero. Fluent speakers use common patterns again and again. Practice sentences such as, "I want to," "I need to," "I am trying to," "I usually," "Yesterday I," "Tomorrow," "I will," "I like this," "because," and "I do not understand," but use each pattern with different ideas. Say, "I want to improve my English. I want to wake up earlier. I want to read more." Then practice, "I need to finish my work. I need to call my friend. I need to buy some food." These patterns give your brain a strong structure. You only change a few words, so speaking becomes faster. Do not correct every mistake while you are speaking. This is very important. If you stop after every sentence and search for perfect grammar, your speaking will become slow and painful. Separate practice into 2 parts. First, speak freely. Your goal is to express your ideas and continue. After that, review 1 or 2 mistakes. This keeps your confidence alive while still helping you improve. Too much correction creates fear. No correction creates slow improvement. The best method is balanced correction. You may still think, talking to myself is not the same as a real conversation. That is true, but self-talk prepares you for real conversation. A boxer does not enter an important match without training alone first. A singer does not perform on stage without practicing privately. A speaker does not give a speech without preparing. Private English practice gives you words, sentences, and confidence before you speak with others. When a real conversation begins, your mouth is not starting from zero. It has already repeated useful ideas many times. And here is something many learners do not understand. The best speaking partner may already be with you every day. That partner is you. You are always available. You know your interests. You know your daily life. You know which words you need. You can repeat the same sentence 10 times without feeling embarrassed. You can stop, try again, and improve. Stop saying, I have nobody. You have your voice, your mind, your room, your phone, and your daily life. That is enough to begin. From today, create your own English-speaking world. Use English while getting ready. Use English while eating. Use English while walking. Ask yourself questions. Record your voice. Describe pictures. Retell videos. Create an English-only time and place. Do not wait for someone to rescue your speaking. Build the habit yourself. When English becomes part of your ordinary day, speaking will no longer feel like a special test. It will become a normal action. But there is still one final challenge. You may speak confidently when you are alone, yet become nervous when another person listens. Your hands may feel cold. Your mind may become empty. You may fear mistakes, laughter, or judgment. In the next chapter, you will learn how to control that fear, continue speaking when your mind becomes blank, and use simple English confidently in real conversations. Chapter 3. Speak even when you feel afraid. In the last chapter, you learned how to create your own English-speaking world. You learned how to use self-talk, voice recording, pictures, daily routines, and simple questions to practice English alone. These methods can make your mouth faster and your mind stronger. But there is one final wall that stops many English learners. You may speak well when you are alone, but when another person stands in front of you, everything changes. Your heart beats faster. Your hands become cold. Your mind becomes empty. Even the easy words disappear. You begin to think, what if I make a mistake? What if this person laughs at me? What if my pronunciation sounds bad? What if I do not understand the answer? Because of these thoughts, you remain silent. You smile, nod your head, or change back to your first language. Later, you feel disappointed. You say, I knew what I wanted to say. Why could I not say it? Listen carefully. This does not mean your English is weak. It means fear is speaking louder than you. Now you must learn how to speak, even when fear is present. Many learners believe confidence must come before speaking. They say, when I become confident, I will speak English. But confidence does not arrive by itself. Confidence is created through action. You speak one sentence, and your confidence grows a little. You speak again, and it grows more. You survive one mistake, and you understand that mistakes cannot destroy you. You complete one short conversation, and your brain says, I can do this. This is how confidence is built. It is not a gift that suddenly falls from the sky. It is the result of repeated brave action. You do not need to remove all fear before you speak. You only need to speak while fear is still there. Think about the first time you did something difficult. Maybe you rode a bicycle, entered a new school, started a job, traveled alone, or spoke in front of a group. You probably felt nervous. But after doing it many times, it became easier. The activity did not change. You changed. Your brain became familiar with it. English conversations work in the same way. The first conversation may feel frightening. The second may still feel difficult. But after 10, 20, or 50 conversations, your fear becomes smaller. You begin to understand that most people are not waiting to attack your grammar. They are only trying to understand your message. You may fear using the wrong word, but using the wrong word is not the end of a conversation. You can correct yourself and continue. You may say, "I go there yesterday. Sorry, I went there yesterday." That is enough. You do not need to stop, feel ashamed, and restart everything. A small correction shows that your brain is learning. Even fluent speakers sometimes change their words while speaking. They may say, "I met him on Monday." No, sorry, it was Tuesday. They do not feel destroyed by this. They simply correct the information and continue. You must learn to do the same. You may also fear that people will laugh at your pronunciation, but ask yourself a serious question. Are you learning English to impress every person, or are you learning English to communicate? Your accent is part of your voice. You do not need to sound exactly like an American, British, Australian, or Canadian speaker. You need to speak clearly enough for people to understand you. Speak slowly. Open your mouth. Say the important sounds carefully. If someone does not understand, repeat the sentence in a clearer way. That is not failure. That is communication. Some people may correct you. Do not treat every correction like an insult. A useful correction is a free lesson. Listen, repeat the correct sentence, and continue. But also remember that not every person will be kind. Someone may laugh or speak rudely. That person's behavior does not decide your future. Their laughter lasts for a few seconds. Your English skill can stay with you for your whole life. Do not give a careless person the power to stop your progress. You are learning a new language. That takes courage, patience, and hard work. You should respect yourself for trying. Now let us make real conversations easier. You do not need to create long and difficult sentences. Use a simple 3-step method. First, start with one safe question. You can say, "How are you? How was your day? Where are you from? What do you do?" Or, "What are you working on?" Second, listen to the answer and ask one follow-up question. If the person says, "I am from Turkey," you can ask, "Which city?" If the person says, "I am tired," you can ask, "Did you have a busy day?" If the person says, "I like reading," you can ask, "What kind of books do you read?" Third, share one small detail about yourself. You can say, "I also enjoy reading. I had a busy day too. I would like to visit Turkey one day." This simple pattern creates a natural conversation. Ask, listen, and share. Do not put all the pressure on yourself. A conversation is not a speech. You do not need to talk for 5 minutes without stopping. You only need to give a short answer, ask a question, and listen. The other person also has a responsibility to continue the conversation. Some learners become nervous because they think, "I must say something very interesting." No. You only need to be present, curious, and clear. Simple questions can create wonderful conversations. But what should you do when your mind becomes blank? This moment happens to every learner. You know the idea, but the word does not appear. Instead of becoming silent, use a rescue sentence. Say, "Please give me a moment." Say, "I am trying to find the right word." Say, "I do not know the exact word, but I can explain it." Say, "Let me say it in another way." These sentences give your brain more time. They also tell the listener that you are still trying to communicate. When you do not understand another person, do not pretend. Do not smile and say yes when you are completely lost. Ask for help. Say, "Could you say that again? Could you speak more slowly? What does that word mean? Could you explain it in a simple way?" These sentences are not signs of weakness. They are signs of a serious learner. Even native speakers ask people to repeat things. The room may be noisy. The person may speak too quickly. The topic may be unfamiliar. Asking for repetition is normal. Here is another useful method. Repeat part of the question before giving your answer. If someone asks, "What did you do this weekend?" you can say, "This weekend, I stayed at home and worked on a project." If someone asks, "Why are you learning English?" say, "I am learning English because I want better opportunities." Repeating part of the question gives you a sentence beginning. It also gives your brain a few extra seconds to prepare the answer. This can greatly reduce fear. You should also prepare simple answers for common questions. This is not cheating. It is smart practice. Prepare answers for questions like, "What is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Why are you learning English? What do you do in your free time? And what are your future goals?" Practice these answers aloud many times. Do not memorize them like a robot. Learn the main ideas and say them naturally. When someone asks one of these questions, your mind will already have useful words ready. For example, you can practice saying, "My name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am learning English because I want to communicate with people around the world. In my free time, I watch educational videos and read simple books. My goal is to speak English with confidence." This short introduction can open many conversations. After saying it many times, your voice will become clearer and your fear will become smaller. Now you need a clear plan. Motivation alone is not enough. You may feel excited today, but tomorrow you may become busy or tired. That is why you need a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, promise yourself that you will use English every day. On the first day, speak alone for 5 minutes. Describe your room, your routine, or your plans. On the second day, explain your morning from beginning to end. Say what you did, how you felt, and what happened. On the third day, record a 1-minute voice message about your day. Listen once and record it again. On the fourth day, ask yourself 10 simple questions and answer them aloud. Do not use one-word answers. Add a reason or detail. On the fifth day, speak with another person for at least 5 minutes. It can be a friend, teacher, family member, classmate, or online language partner. Tell that person you are practicing. You do not need a perfect conversation. Your goal is to remain in English as long as possible. On the 6th day, watch a short English video and retell the main idea in your own words. On the 7th day, speak for 10 minutes about your week. Talk about what you practiced, what felt difficult, what improved, and what you want to do next. During this challenge, you are allowed to pause. You are allowed to repeat a sentence. You are allowed to use easy words. You are allowed to make mistakes. But you are not allowed to give up because of one difficult moment. The purpose of this challenge is not to prove that your English is perfect. The purpose is to prove that you can keep speaking. Remember this rule. A small amount of English every day is better than a large amount once in a while. 10 minutes every day can create a strong habit. 2 hours once a month cannot. Your brain needs regular contact with English. Your mouth needs regular movement. Your confidence needs regular proof. Every day you speak, you give yourself a new piece of evidence. You tell yourself, I am not only an English student, I am an English speaker. Do not wait for a perfect place, perfect partner, perfect lesson, or perfect mood. Speak when you feel ready, and speak when you do not feel ready. Speak when your voice is strong, and speak when your voice shakes. Speak when the sentence comes easily, and keep trying when the sentence becomes difficult. Fluency is not hidden inside another grammar book. It is hidden inside the sentences you are afraid to say. Your first conversation may be slow. Your second may contain many pauses. Your third may have mistakes. But every conversation teaches your brain something. One sentence becomes 5 sentences. 5 sentences become 1 minute. 1 minute becomes a conversation. Conversations become confidence. Confidence becomes fluency. This change does not happen in one night, but it begins with one brave decision. So decide today, will you keep waiting for confidence? Or will you create confidence? Will you continue hiding your English inside your mind, or will you give it a voice? Say this sentence aloud right now. From today, I will always try to talk in English. Say it again with more confidence. From today, I will always try to talk in English. Do not only repeat these words, live them. Use English in the morning. Use English while working. Use English while walking. Use English with yourself. Use English with other learners. When you forget a word, explain it. When you make a mistake, correct it and continue. When you feel afraid, take a breath and say the next simple sentence. Your English will not become stronger through silence. It will become stronger through use. Now go to the comment section and write, from today, I will always talk in English. This is your promise to yourself. Like this video if it gave you courage to speak. Subscribe to the channel for more simple and powerful English lessons. Share this video with another learner who understands English but feels afraid to speak. Practice together, support each other, and never allow fear to make you silent again. Your English voice is already inside you. Open your mouth, use it every day, and let the world hear your progress. Thanks for watching this video.